Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling Autocross, and today we're dealing with a 1997 Volvo 850R. Now this has a 748 horsepower, 565 pounds-feet of torque, 3 litre twin turbocharged inline 6 engine, and the car itself weighs 3,309 pounds. New 0 to 60 in 5.789 seconds, 0 to 110.894 seconds, and do 235 miles an hour. So yeah, this isn't the first front-wheel drive vehicle that we've taken on this series, with the Abarth 695 putting in a solid time, but this is a substantially older car than that, and yeah, far bigger and probably not as good in terms of handling, but it might put in a solid time, you never know. And yeah, let's see what it can do. Obviously this 850R is like a homologation version of a racing version of this car, so it does have a bit of racing pedigree, though obviously how much that was transferred through to the road car, who knows. I doubt it's going to be enough to you know, offset the fact it got well more than twice the power it had originally. Being a large estate car as well, it's dealing with plenty of power going from those front wheels, as well as weight it's got to deal with. Really struggling with understeer. I can feel it tugging in all kinds of directions. That's not the worst time I've had for a first lap. 1 minute 3 seconds, .797. Vibrations I'm getting from my controller right now with this car are really rather unusual. Not the kind that I felt on that Abarth, that's for sure. Damn it. I hate it when it does that, when it dirties your original lap and then for whatever reason dirties your next lap. It makes no sense, especially when I've not gained any time for that dirty lap anyway. I know I was quicker, but I wasn't quicker as a result of making the lap dirty. And that's why I wish there was a far better, more sophisticated system for allocating what's a dirty lap and what isn't. I certainly don't think it should carry on to a subsequent lap, when it was clearly just a crash, not a cutting of a corner or a rewind. So I'm going to have 2 laps now to get a better lap timer. Got decent enough brakes though. It's not oversteering at all. It's just mainly understeer really. It's for a car that is nearly 20 years, well, it's 20 years old even. It's not got bad suspension at all either. certainly quick when you get it on a straight line and stop steering. Well, there we go. Improved, 1 minute 2 seconds, 0.196. Even though you can feel the understeer building up when you go for a corner, it's still hanging on there really rather well. It's far more grip in this car than I was expecting for having all the power that it does. Final bit, come on. There we go. 1 minute, 1 second, 0.361. Now that puts it ahead of quite a few cars that I wasn't expecting it to beat, quite frankly. It's ahead of the Nissan Skyline GTS-R, it's ahead of the Jaguar XJ-S and the Renault 5 Turbo, and it's not all that far off the Ford SVT Cobra and the Toyota Supra GT. Now granted, it is in a area of rear-wheel drive older cars, but considering this is a front-wheel drive older car that is by no means a small car either, it's quite large. It's pretty much larger than most of those cars. It's easily one of the heaviest out the lot. I think only the Jag would beat it. It's still fairly impressive, especially considering, like I said, it is an older front-wheel drive car, and for it to be quite a substantial way off the Abarth 695, but not to be drastically behind. Granted, it is about 5 seconds or so behind it, but considering that car's a lot newer, a lot lighter, a lot more controllable than this car, that's still a fairly impressive time. So yeah, not going to snub it for too much, because it is at the end of the day a front wheel drive Volvo estate. To be able to put in a solid time like that and beat cars that are either lighter than it or more powerful than it, or even technically better handling with their drivetrain layouts, is still really rather solid. So yeah, fairly decent car, and actually one I like really quite a lot in stock form. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.